Thank you for flying with Phantom Airlines today. I'm your captain, Mary Rosalie. And everybody, please put on your seatbelts because we're going to be experiencing some major turbulence. It's going to be a bumpy ride, folks. I finally read the Destiel fic, Twist and Shout. If you haven't read this fic, you don't know what it's about. First of all, don't watch the rest of this video then because I give away some big major spoilers. But my reactions might be funny if you like watching people in pain. Otherwise, please enjoy your flight. Well, against my better judgment, shut up, cat. Against my better judgment, I have finally decided that I'm going to read Twist and Shout. If you haven't heard about Twist and Shout, it's a Destiel fanfic based in the 60s. And there's a lot of digging of Elvis and a lot of feels. And I knew this going into it because, see, I've tried to read this fic before. And it seemed really cute and really fluffy to me. And I was like, oh, this is adorable. And then I got comments from other people while I was in the middle of it. And they're like, oh, tragedy. My soul is dead. And so I stopped because I couldn't handle whatever it was that was going to happen. But there's so much hype because this is one of the most well-known Destiel fanfics in the verse. Period. Well, finally, I'm going to try it again. So, let's twist and shout. Well, shake it up, baby, now. So right now, Dean and Cass are meeting. It's going to be so cute. Hopefully. I'll regularly update. Last time someone looked at me like that, I got laid. Fuck you, Dean Winchester. You could get laid looking at anybody, period. Smug bastard. Let me just point out that the first time that I decided to read this fic, the time I didn't finish, it's because of this fucking little scene right here with its adorableness of the milkshakes and just this cute little first date that they're going on, because there was this cute little spuffy fic that I love called Motorcycles and Milkshakes. And this scene in Twist and Shout reminded me of that entire scene. And so I thought it was going to be lovely. And then the rumors started. It's their first freaking date. And Dean's already trying to convince him that New York's a bad idea. Here, it snows there. Yeah, well, it snows here too. Yeah, well, whatever. Why? They're so perfect. That's it. Dean's officially said, I can dig Elvis for the first time in the story. There's no turning back now. I'm gonna miss you all. Okay. Major character death was in the tags. I saw it coming. That's why I avoided this story. But nobody. And I saw the PTSD. That's my cat's tail. I saw the PTSD coming. I saw it. It was right in front of us. But guys, nobody warned me that there was a breakup scene. And it's crushing my heart right now. And I'm only halfway through the story. So fuck you all. It's 2 a.m. I hate crying. But none of you fuckers told me that Cass would get AIDS. Are you shitting me? This story started out so fluffy, and they were the only people that they were together with. So who's gonna get AIDS in a long-term, faithful relationship? So you break them up and make Cass go to drugs, and he gets it on a dirty needle? Are you fucking me right now? This is worse than when Jenny died in Forrest Gump. And I'm still not done. I have 2 more chapters. I'm gonna die tonight, just so you all know. I have been crying since the second that Gabriel said Cass was sick. I've now read up to the epilogue. I haven't read the epilogue yet, but as soon as Cass died, I started ugly crying, and I haven't really stopped. So that's my life right now. It's 3 in the morning and I still have to read the epilogue. Yeah. That's it. I've read the whole thing. My emotions are dead now. I've never cried that much reading any story. I was already sick when this happened, so when I started ugly crying, I literally had to stop for a moment and catch my breath again. You couldn't hear it when I started this, but as I cried more, I got all the junk resurrected. It was very bad. So, all in all, it was a great story. The fluffy parts were absolutely gorgeous. Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley used to be one of my favorite songs. And now every time I hear it, for the rest of time, I will be crying profusely. My cat is on crack right now. Don't know why. But, yeah, so if anything happens to Destiel in this season of Supernatural, I might actually just lose it. And I'm officially dead. Nice to know you guys. So, I'm not necessarily emotionally better now at all, by any means. Yeah. But I have this new app that I just got in the process of all this, and now I'm holding the camera correctly. The first part of this video is going to look like shit, but this part's hopefully going to look a little better. But anyways, it really was a really great fic. I mean, and I see why people like it, but I wasn't really in a good emotional state when I started it to begin with. So, I needed the catharsis of reading something that awful so that I could get a really good cry in. But like I said, it was ugly crying, and I literally had to stop for about 5 minutes just to catch my breath. And anyways, it was a great story. I loved it. Probably never gonna read the end of it again because I spent half of the story crying my eyes out, and I can't go through that ever again. But some parting words for you all. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. I can dig Elvis.